those areas that they want to improve.
Lori, I will say that the problem seems to be, and especially, my roads out there now, Cook Shores, could look worse. I mean, they were so bad, it wouldn't matter what they did to them, they looked good. And the people out there are happy to accept. Where you turn, when one road meets another, and you turn, nobody goes straight up and makes a right angle. Everybody goes like this.
And I seen the one at Macon and Alcovey, and I told them that they needed to add that back to their punch list.
Right, but also most of them appears to me that they have rocks, but they don't have tar. If they have tar in there, they've used this much tar instead of using this much tar. I mean, to me, that appears to be the problem. It seems to be a problem with these other roads that have been discussed. So there's something wrong with the procedure somewhere. We're not getting enough tar to hold the rocks, and by the time everybody, let's say people have gone through there, you've got traffic, all the gravel's gone. It's not. There's no time for it to settle because it's gone.
I concur with what Commissioner Patrick is saying.
That's what bothers me.
These roads were not done correctly. I'm going to be very blunt. These roads were not done correctly. I don't care which way we want to say it. These roads were not done correctly. We have triple surfaced dozens of roads in this county, and none of them look as bad as Pintel, for instance. Pintel, you got parts of the road that have been repaved, parts of the road that haven't been repaved. You've got the middle of the road where there's essentially nothing, and the sides of the road where they've been paved, and then the shoulders that are just a total mess. You don't even know if there's a shoulder there. These roads were not done correctly. I don't care which way we want to cut it. I'm not a road engineer. I've said from the beginning we should have road engineers involved with this. But even though I'm not a road engineer, anyone looking at these roads know they're not done correctly. Thrusher is basically gravel already. It's only been 2 weeks. The end of Thrusher, the turnaround area at the end, is turned into gravel again. I don't know what was done on it. The front end of the road is basically triple surface. The back end of the road where you turn around is turned to gravel again. So these roads were not done right. I'm not a paving person. I'm not paid to be a paving person. I'm paid to be a county commissioner and supervise it. I'm telling you, they're not right.
Well, we said that in the beginning. After he did a road in my district, we saw the same problem. I brought the same problem before about the roads. And here we go, we voted to do 5 more roads again.
Commissioner Hill, you're right, you did say that. Absolutely.
And I think there's a difference in experience. A contractor, this is what they do on a day-to-day basis. And, I know that commissioners aren't happy, but I do want to say that...
Well, let me ask you a question. Mr. Chairman, while you was out riding the road, did you look at the last road that we did with the other public directive? Did you go out Shady Grove Church Road to look at the condition it's in compared to the road?
No, I have not rode Bradshaw. I
did talk to a road engineer, and she said her words were terrible.
Right.
Absolutely terrible.
Going back to what Commissioner Hill said, he's completely correct. If you take a look at the road that we paved in 2008, take Pelican, near where I live, and you take Pintel, Pintel's already worse now than Pelican is, and Pelican was paved 5-6 years ago. And they were both paid by our own work crew. Both paid by our own, not contractors, our own work crew. And there's a qualitative difference between those 2 roads and the way they were paid.
Well, and I agree, but what the problem is on Shady Road, Church Road versus these roads, we built and did the base. And these roads here doesn't have a base. And in order for any tax to stick, the base has got to set up. And that's what didn't happen because we were trying to do it in a hurry to get through 5 miles of road. And I said this, when you're going to triple surface, you've got to set the base, then you've got to let the base cure out with a tack on it, and then you got to sand it to let the traffic flow through it. And then when you're going to triple surface, you got to put 3 coats of tack on it. Not 1, but 3.
3 good tack. I'd like to see the bigs on top instead of the penny pea gravel on top. That's not true.
You put the number 7, then you put number 5 to fill in the hole between 7, and then you put the 89 to fill in the hole of all the rest.
But they gotta have tar to stick them together. That's the problem. All the little gravel somewhere else.
And I don't disagree that there needs to be more tar on the road, but this is our dilemma. We spent $50,000 on the roads. This is what we have. So we've got to decide what we're going to do to move forward.
I think that's for another time, so let's move